What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another football live stream for you. And this is my final picks stream of the year. That can only mean one thing. Super Bowl 54 is upon us. It is Tuesday, January 28th. The month of January is almost over. It's crazy how fast it went, but pretty much the whole month of January was consumed with playoff football. That's what made the month go by so quick. But damn, bro, it's almost February. Super Bowl is almost here. Offseason's almost here. It's crazy. But it's time for me to give my pick to be the next Super Bowl champ. And, of course, for the first time in a couple of years. What is it now? 4 years? Well, of course, the last 3 years we had Brady. No Brady this year. No. We got Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs going up against good old Jimmy G and the San Francisco 49ers. The Chiefs are trying to add, what is this, their second bowl? And, of course, the 49ers are trying to get number 6. They're trying to start on their other hand, bruh. So let me look up. I don't know why I didn't look this up before, but let's take a look at their playoff history for both teams. And then, of course, once I'm finished with this, I will talk about the odds for the game. And then I'll get into talking about what to expect from this channel going forward as, of course, after this game, we got to endure, 6 months of no football. Because, January comes around. Or no, because it'd be February. We're talking like August. So training camp will be underway. And then you have the preseason. But in terms of meaningful football, we got to wait freaking until September. God, it's going to be hard, man. But, hey, we've went through it before. So looking at the Kansas City Chiefs playoff history in this Super Bowl, of course, they have won one Super Bowl in 3 appearances. They also have 2 other championships before the Super Bowl era. Whereas San Francisco, of course, as you know already, they have 5 rings. They're trying to add number 6, and they're trying to tie the Steelers and the Patriots. Now, if you ask me who do I think is going to win, I don't know. It'll be a good game, though. But, man, that's crazy. Yeah, in the Super Bowl, of course, the Niners were undefeated in the Super Bowl before they lost Ravens. Of course, that was the Har Bowl in New Orleans when the lights went out on one half of the stadium. Yeah, that was crazy. Whereas Kansas City, I believe they've only made the Super Bowl a couple times. Yeah, they are 1-1 in the Super Bowl. But then in pre-Super Bowl 6, they are 1-0. So they have 1 championship pre-66 and then 2, and then they are 1-1 in the Super Bowl. So lovely. What's this? They got something from the NFL update. Dennis Scarnecchia. Wait, what happened? Retiring. Wow. So the Patriots offensive line coach is retiring. That's crazy. I thought I was going to say he was going someplace, but no. He's retiring, so that's some fake news there. I saw a fake account trying to say that Marshall Yanda was retiring, but he ain't retiring yet. Freaking got me. It was a My Sports Update account, and it had 2 S's in sports. It had My Sports with one S, and then the end of it had 2 S's. So it's SPORTSS. It's like, wow. And whoever made that account is slick. They got me, and I'm sure they got a lot of other people too. You know a fake account is legit when they start duping freaking national media guys. I've seen it happen before. It's freaking hilarious. I think someone actually a few years ago, I think when Olivier Vernon was the free agent, a fake account tried saying that he was going to Jacksonville, and NFL ESPN actually bought it, hook, line, and sinker. And they were saying on TV that he was going to Jacksonville, but no. course, he wound up going to, I believe, the Giants. So, yeah, that was when he was with Miami at first. But, yeah, enough of that. But San Francisco has been very good in the Super Bowl. Of course, they are they've been in 6 games. They're 5-1 the Super Bowl. Of course, I believe they won like the first ever one, I believe. Well, they were in the first ever Super Bowl. They lost to Green Bay. Went back a couple years later in '69, and they beat the Vikings. Haven't been there since. They've been close, but they just could never get back to it until this year. And, of course, they have Andy Reid, who, of course, has never won a Super Bowl. He was close in '04 with the Eagles, but, yeah, you all know what happened. But anyways, that's fun. We got Niners and Chiefs in the Super Bowl. A lot of people want to know who I have winning this game. I think it'll be close. Scoring, maybe. But, man, I'm going to have to go with the Niners, bro. That defense is legit. And I'm telling you one thing. If they can get after Patrick Mahomes, rough him up a little bit, because I tell you one thing, he's going to try and run. And if he runs into Quan Alexander or one of those defensive ends, oh, they ain't going to be nice to him. Oh, hell no. They ain't going to be nice. They're going to put him in the dirt. I mean, the Titans, bro, like, they had him dead to center, and he weaved away and broke away and scored on a scramble. Yeah. He did his best Lamar Jackson impression. Bro. But, yeah, I'm going to go Niners. Of course, if you've been paying attention to the playoffs, you know how the Kansas City Chiefs have faced adversity quite a lot during this playoff run. Of course, they fell down big to the Texans. They wound up storming back, mainly because the Texans freaking oofed it, turning the ball over and just turn it into stone. Meanwhile, of course, the Titans, they got off to a nice lead. Again, the Kansas City Chiefs roared back and took care of business. If the Chiefs fall behind like they did in those first 2 games against the Niners ain't giving up that lead. Hell no. Instead of relenting, that pass rush is going to pin the ears back, and they're going to get even more aggressive. I mean, Bosa is going to wreck people, bro. I mean, I know people talk about Niners fans. Oh, they're bandwagon. Where are they at the last couple of years? Bro, like, that is kind of fishy, though. It's kind of fishy. But, of course, Niners fans will tell you that, oh, yeah, people went to games. They just hung out in the concourse. And honestly, I guess I'd have to believe that because based off the numbers, people still went to games. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to sit in a stadium with virtually no shade when it's like 90 degrees out. That's hard to do. With the sun beating down on you, yeah, that's hard to do. But I'm going to go with the Niners to win this game. I think they win it by maybe a touchdown. I could see the Chiefs trying to rally late in the game, and that defense comes up huge. I could see Richard Sherman getting a game-winning interception here. Now, in terms of the odds, the betting line for this game, the Chiefs are favored by 1.5. So that should be interesting. I think you got, prop bets and stuff. Someone actually has a prop bet involving Patrick Mahomes' brother, who I didn't even know he had a brother, Jackson Mahomes. Now, for those millennials, the youngsters out there, you youngins, who, want to, intermingle with social media, you've probably heard of the app TikTok. Of course, TikTok isn't my thing. I liked Vine. Vine was funny. TikTok is just cringe half the time. There are some good videos, but this dude, Jackson Mahomes, there's a prop bet on how many TikToks he will post on game day. I think it's like over or under like 5.5. I'm saying way over. That dude going to post like 20. I mean, look, he's in Miami. Big game. He'll probably post like a dozen at the beach in his hotel room, and then he'll probably post another like 5 or so at the game. Who knows? Then you have all the festivities too. Halftime show, pregame show, and all that. Oh, yeah. He'll post a lot. But, yeah. So, yeah, I got the San Francisco 49ers winning this game. And I got Kyle Shanahan avenging what happened a couple years ago with the blown 28-3 lead. And he officially gets that monkey off his back, and he gets his first Super Bowl as a head coach. And, of course, the Niners secure number 6, and they officially tie both the Steelers and the Patriots. So it looks like I think that those two will have company after this game. And then fans in the AFC West rejoice because the Chiefs freaking choked in the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be shocked if the freaking Chiefs had a lead in this game and they went full Reed. That's long overdue. You know, I mean, Reed usually has that kind of game where his team just all over the freaking field, but it hasn't happened yet. I think it'll happen here. Yeah. By the way, in case you didn't know, Donovan McNabb, I believe, threw up at the Super Bowl when he played with the Eagles the last time Andy Reid was in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he straight up just vomited on the field. Disgusting. But now, with that being said, let's talk about what to expect from this channel during the offseason. Of course, I'll still have football content coming out every once in a while, talking about free agents or, any signings the Browns do. I think with Andrew Berry coming to town, I could expect us to re-sign Joe Schobert. I think that could happen. We'll see if it actually does. Same goes for Rashard Higgins. I think we will try to make it a priority to keep those two guys here. Of course, we're still trying to find out who our offensive coordinator and our QB coach and our defensive staff are or is. We're trying to fill out the rest of our staff. So those are the videos that you'll be expecting there. And then, of course, you got free agency. Yeah. I'm going to be posting a lot of free agent videos. I'm probably going to do way more free agent player videos as well. I did like 5 individual player videos, and then I did like another video talking about 5 more players I want to sign. I might do like 10 players I want to sign, maybe another 5 of players as well. So I'm going to be doing probably a lot more players. And then I know you guys are probably curious, am I going to stream any XFL games? I might do like the opening weekend, see what it is, see how it goes. But I'm probably going to do at least a couple games of those, see how interesting it is. Of course, they have like different rules now, but we'll see how that goes. And then, of course, got draft videos. I might do a couple of draft videos, kind of like the free agent videos, but this time with prospects, guys who I would love to see the Browns draft. And then, of course, you got my mock drafts. I'll be doing a grand total of 2 full first-round mock drafts. The first one coming up probably after – I might either do it after the Combine or I might wait until free agency gets going. I have to decide on that. And, of course, the big one will be on draft day. So that'll be fun. That's kind of a tradition. I do a full first-round mock draft on a stream, of course, because my computer doesn't have that much space to do it in an actual video. But, yeah, of course, I'll be streaming it so I can, talk to the people and see what they think as well. And then they give me their input on who they think will go in that spot. But, of course, you got my full first-round mock drafts. I might do 2 or maybe even 3 of them. I don't know. Probably just do 2 of them. Probably, right? I might wait until after free agency. And then, of course, I'm doing one the day of the draft. Now, in terms of the Browns mock drafts, which are probably only going to be maybe 4 rounds, I might do 4 of those. And I might do 2 4-rounders and then 2 full draft ones. And, of course, the 4-rounders are going to be like early in the process. I'm doing one after the Combine. I'm probably going to do one again when free agency gets underway. I'm probably going to do one. Actually, I might even do one after the Super Bowl is over, like a week or so after. We'll see when I do that. Have to decide on the perfect time to do that. And then, of course, I'll be doing one on the day of the draft. So it'll be really interesting to see how things change there. But other than that, in terms of other sports, I'll be doing my Indians content. Team doesn't really look that promising this year. The Dolans seem to have just pocketed the money they got from trading Kluber, and they're not going to spend any of it. I mean, we didn't even get Nick Castellanos. We're probably not going to re-sign Puig because Dolan is very, very cheap, you know. And, of course, I got my Cavs content. Speaking of which, I will be live for Cavs Pelicans tonight. This is our first glimpse at Zion Williamson. This is his first ever road game. So it'll be interesting to see what he does tonight. Now, from what I hear, Darius Garland is out due to rest, which is kind of interesting because the kid's 20 years old. But that's the way they are nowadays, you know? Guys be taking rest days. I know Kobe would never do that. This dude, freaking Kobe, could have a broken leg, and he'd still go out there and ball. I mean, the dude, effed up his Achilles, walked out on his own power to the free throw line, shot 2 free throws, and then walked back under his own power, no assistance, to the locker room. Talk about a GOAT. For real. Yeah. But, man, I can't believe that, man. I still can't believe that, bro. But other than that, of course, maybe do a couple other videos. I might do a Blue Jackets video every now and then. Blue Jackets are looking good, though. You know, coming off the All-Star break, they're like 4th in the Metro. I did not expect this from them because, of course, no Panarin. He went to New York to be with the Rangers. Big money. Although we did actually try to keep him, but he said, nah, I'm out of here. Of course, we lost Matt Duchene, who went to Nashville. We lost Sergei Bobrovsky, our lovely goalie. He went to Florida. We're out here still winning despite the fact half the team was hurt most of the year. I mean, there was a good portion of the season where the Blue Jackets looked like the Cleveland Monsters. For real. By the way, that's the AHL affiliate. That's their minor league team. And they still are out here looking good. But, you know, that tells you a lot about our coach, Tortorella. He's pretty good. And considering these teams firing their coaches, I think Vegas fired their coach, even though they're actually very good, which is kind of interesting. That really tells you a lot about Tortorella and how good he is with this team. But enough talking about that. But aside from the Super Bowl and like the draft and free agency content and all that, and of course the coaching staff being filled up, the only other videos you should expect from this channel are Indians videos and streams, Cavs streams. I may do like 1 or 2 more Cavs videos, you know, and of course, when the Cavs, if the Cavs make any trades, I will make a video talking about them. We'll see if Tristan gets traded. I mean, I've heard that he wants to stay. Of course, Kevin Love has said he wants to stay. But, I mean, obviously you can't go out and say you want to be traded. I think Dwayne Dedman did that, and he got fined. So, of course, he's going to say, I want to stay here. They're going to say that until they get traded. But, you know, behind closed doors, they're like, I want out of here. They ain't going to say it publicly because they can't. Otherwise, they get fined for it. But, yeah, I got the 49ers getting the dub, getting ring number 6. I could just see it now, freaking Hawk Hater TV posting like a freaking half an hour video or like 6 videos of them celebrating out in the street, going crazy. Oh, my God. I know a lot of people ain't going to like it, but I kind of don't like the Chiefs winning because, you know, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they got a racist amongst them. Yeah, Casey Kidd. You bum. What the heck was that? Huh? This dude dropping N-bombs. And I'm not talking about nitrogen bombs. No. He dropping that N-word. By the way, it was hard R. R. Ooh. He didn't even use a slang term. He dropped the straight up, full-blown N-bomb on a street. By the way, shout out to Master at Work for that awesome video. And then you look at Steven Rose's face, and he's like, that was me too. I was like, huh? And of course, this dude literally had popcorn there, and he was eating it as he was listening to him. My guy. But by the way, again, shout out to Steven Rose for putting on the whole Steven Rose tournament, you know, all season long. Probably going to do it next year. We'll see. I'm probably going to keep doing it until he stops doing it, you know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Probably my first stream after the Super Bowl will probably be the trade deadline's coming up too. I'm going to have that. I'm probably going to be streaming the final hour of the trade deadline. So that'll be fun because that's actually 2 days after my surgery, I think. That's great. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be completely out of it, but I mean, it'll be fun. Probably watching nothing happen anyway. But oh well, you know, I'll fight through it. I'll do my thing. You know, it's what Kobe would do, so I do it. You know, I'm a institute my Mamba mentality, and I'm going to get through it, bro. We lit. But yeah, got NBA trade deadline coming up. What, in about a couple weeks or so? Maybe a week? Not even around there. Cavs have only really made one trade, getting rid of Jordan Clarkson, bringing in Dante Exum. I mean, that's really all we've done. We'll see if anything else happens. This team could look different, or it could look the same. This is either going to be a supremely lit trade deadline, or it'll be just like the NFL trade deadline, which was a complete waste of time. You know what's funny, though? I'm going to keep rambling because I don't care. Literally, I did that free agency trade deadline, or not free agency, NFL trade deadline live stream, thinking, oh, we're going to have a dozen trades. We only had one trade. And you know, I heard the Browns were – Peters was traded a few days prior. And what happened that deadline? I expect the NBA trade deadline to be much more lit. But, yeah, of course, you have the NHL trade deadline, which I might do a stream for that. Either that or I might just do a video. I might just do a video like if the Blue Jackets trade, which is possible. Knowing Jarmo, you'll probably make a trade or two. But I don't know when that trade deadline is. It's probably coming up, though. But that'll be interesting to see. But, yeah, other than that, I mean, not really much else. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me see what's popping in the comments. I hope we get Andrew Thomas. I would love it. At least there is no exercise for Baker 2020. Bruh, I doubt we fire another coach and GM before we trade or release Baker. If he calls his own plays, the season is over before it starts. And I don't think we trade Love. It's possible, but because teams will willingly eat that contract to get Kevin Love. Like, the contract is nothing to some of these teams. They just got to make the money work. In fact, while I'm doing this, let's take a look at some Kevin Love trade possibilities. All right. I'm going to actually do a video on that later. So I'm going to hold off on that for right now. I might do a video on that later or stream on that maybe like in a couple of days as we get closer to the deadline, if he's not traded by then. But it'll be really interesting to see what we would get for Kevin Love. Actually, you know what? Let's do it anyway because I'm bored. We got nothing to do. I only had one game to talk about. We're rolling on 24 minutes. So article by Sam Amico. Wow, really? Let me look up NBA trade deadline predictions. We'll do it live. All right. Where was it at? Let me see here. Here's this one from CBS Sports. Let's see what they got. That's good stuff. Yeah. From Danilo Gallinari to Chris Paul, 99 players. Holy shnikes. Danilo Gallinari. Oh, yeah, it doesn't give you any teams. I'm not going to go through all that. It'll take me forever. Holy crap. Here we go. Bleacher Report. 10 realistic predictions for 2020 trade deadline. This is from Greg Schwartz. This was posted about 2 weeks ago. So most deals won't happen until deadline day, of course. We all know that. Warriors hang on to D'Angelo Russell for now. Knicks trade Marcus Morris to the Heat. Ooh, All right. That would be interesting. Thunder trade Danilo Gallinari, but keep Chris Paul and Steven Adams. Grizzlies send Andre Iguodala to the Mavericks. That dude hasn't played, I don't think, at all. He's going through like a J.R. Smith thing right now. He wants out, but the Grizzlies ain't getting rid of him pretty much right now. Pelicans keep their vets, make run at playoffs. Oh, yeah, they might even add a guy or two. I could see that. Pistons trade Andre Drummond if they can get a first-round pick. I don't know if they will. Sixers keep Al Horford, acquire Alec Burks from the Warriors. Ooh. Suns and Cavs agree on a Kevin Love trade. And I don't know if this article says, of course, the Portland Trailblazers have been linked to Love the most. Suns will land what could be the most talented player to change teams. Okay. The Cavs won't get a huge collection of assets for Love, who has 3 years, $91.5 million remaining on his contract after this campaign. But they can move him to a playoff contender with a bright future. Phoenix is a player. Okay, Tyler Johnson. They're probably going to move him in that trade. They can throw in players like Mikal Bridges and Dario Saric to sweeten the deal. All right. That would be interesting. I think he gets traded to somewhere. Derrick Rose rejoins LeBron with the Lakers. That's probably going to happen. You can damn near count on it. For real. Let me see if there's like any Kevin Love trade predictions. Just straight up Kevin Love. Like, not. Let me see if I can find one for Kevin Love here. How about this? Kevin Love. Whoops. Kevin Love trade. Let's see here. Here we go. Bleacher Report. Realistic trades and packages for Kevin Love from Greg Swartz. Oh, this is from June. Holy shnikes. Yeah, this is from last year. That ain't going to work. Let me see if there's any other ones. Sir. Okay, that's nothing. Forbes. Hoops Hype. We're not trading Love. Watch. What is this one? 29 teams? Wait. Where was that posted? Dumbest thing a GM could do is trade for Love. Well, not if you're a playoff contender. Buy him out before we trade him. Anthony Bennett. Oh, remember, Anthony Bennett said that. Kevin Love trade options for all 29 teams. Oh, wow. Let's just have some fun with this. Let's see what this is. Atlanta. You go by divisions here. This will probably be like one of the last things I look at, and then I'm hopping on out of here. But Atlantic Division, Kevin Love to the Nets with we're not. No, this is stupid. We're not getting rid of Kevin Porter Jr. This one's stupid. No. Love and Porter Jr. No. To Brooklyn for Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, Garrett Temple, and Ozana Musa. No. They give it a B-, but we're not trading KPJ. Hell no. Really, get rid of Sexton, to be honest, if we're going to do that. New to the Knicks, Kevin Love to the Knicks for Marcus Morris, Alfred Payton, Frank Ntilikina, and Ignas Brazdeikis. They give that a C-. Philly gets Kevin Love for Al Horford, Zaire Smith, and an unprotected first. That's a D+. Toronto gets him for Anunoby and Marc Gasol. Ooh, Anunoby would be interesting. Marc Gasol would be interesting as well. They give that a C+. Let's see what the Central could give us. Zach LaVine. Oh, the Southeast. Atlanta gets love for Huerter, Parsons, and a first. Well, Parsons is freaking probably done for his career, so that wouldn't happen. Although their first round. They really give us a first-round pick? And we know how bad the freaking bro. Wait, let me check something here, man. Atlanta going to give us their first-round pick. That's what this says. And they suck right now, as you know. They freaking suck. So we can have probably 2 first-round picks in the top 5, probably, maybe, possibly. Atlanta ain't doing that. Nah, no. I don't think that would happen. Charlotte would get him for Marvin Williams, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and a 2020 first-rounder. I mean, that would be interesting. By the way, I believe this was posted 6 days ago. Miami would get him for James Johnson, Myers Leonard, Duncan Robinson, a first-rounder, and a second-rounder. That sounds reasonable, especially the James Johnson part. That sounds reasonable. Orlando would get him for Aaron Gordon and Mo Bamba. Oh, yes. Okay. That would be cool. Aaron Gordon and Mo Bamba, they'd give that a B+ on this site. It's a Factory of Sadness. I don't know if this is the one that my guy was talking about in the chat, but that would be interesting. Aaron Gordon, who can dunk like crazy. I mean, that dude literally won over the dunk contest against Zach LaVine. Can't remember if he won the actual contest, but I know his dunks were nasty. And Mo Bamba. I wanted him in the draft. Washington would give up Isaac Bonga, Moritz Wagner, Mo Wagner, Davis Bertans, and Jan Mahimi for Kevin Love. Not sure about that. Now let's do Northwest. Oh, God. NBA accounts getting hacked now, too? Damn. Sheesh. Northwest Division. Denver would give us Millsap, MPJ, and Bol. Beloved. No, we're not giving up KPJ. That ain't happening. I doubt that would happen. So that one probably not happen. It's an A-, but I don't think it'll happen. Maybe Sexton. Who knows? Yeah, let's trade one Porter Jr. for another. No. Although I like MPJ, but KPJ's lit. Unless you could get MPJ to bring along and put him with KPJ. That'd be kind of funny. All you need is Otto Porter, and you'd have the Porter Jr. trio. That would never, ever happen, though. But the trade, aside from KPJ, sounds lit right there. Minnesota would bring back Kevin Love for Gorgui Dieng, Jarrett Culver, who I wanted in the draft, and Josh Okogie. Okay. A center and 2 shooting guards. All right. Oklahoma City would bring him in would acquire him for Danilo Gallinari, Andre Roberson, and an unprotected first rounder. By the way, this site fan-sided site, whatever, gave the Minnesota pick or trade a C-, as opposed to the Denver, which it gave an A-. It gave the OKC trade a B-. And then Portland would get him for Hassan Whiteside, Nazir Little, Zach Collins, and a 2020 unprotected first. And if things are going the way I think they will go with the Trailblazers, they're probably going to have a modest pick. So we could have 2 first-rounders. I don't know if a team's going to give up 2 firsts. If I give up a first for my guy K-Love, unless they really, really need him. Okay, this Utah one sounds really interesting. Kevin Love and Matthew Dellavedova for Mike Conley, Georges Niang, and 2 first-round picks. I mean, we already do have a connection with Utah. I mean, it seems like Kobe Altman has them on speed dial. He's made, 2 trades with them over the past couple of years? Or 3, right? Because I think they were a part of the trade that we sent Jay Crowder. Yeah, and then we got Alec Burks, I think, last year. And then this year, of course, we got Exum. We're trying to become the Cleveland Jazz. But no, I mean, it's pretty good when two front offices. Wait, what happened? The Texans have given head coach Bill O'Brien the GM title and promoted Jack Easterby to executive VP of football ops. Texans, they're not all there, bro. They suck. They give that a C. Yeah, I don't know about Mike Conley though. And then in the Pacific, I wonder what the Warriors would give up for Kevin Love. Probably Steph Curry. They would give up D'Lo. Okay, Glenn Robinson in 2021 or later, unprotected first. I would definitely take D'Lo. Oh yeah, ice in my veins. That would be interesting. That'd be probably awkward for some Warriors fans because, of course, Kevin Love helped us come back from a 3-1 deficit to beat them. And then a couple years later, he joins the team. Oh, God. But that wouldn't be a bad trade. I'd love D'Lo. LA, this is the Clippers. We would get, again, this is another one that includes Kevin Porter Jr. going to the Clippers for Maurice Harkless, Ivica Zubac, Jerome Robinson, Landry Shamet, and Patrick Patterson. I don't know about that. That's an A- though. And they gave the Golden State trade a D+, which, yeah, that ain't going to happen. The Lakers would give up Dan Green, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, almighty Alex Caruso, and 2 first-round draft picks for Kevin Love. They gave that a C-, yeah, because that ain't going to happen. How dare the Lakers get rid of Alex Caruso? Alex Caruso. Boy. Phoenix would give up. Okay, this one sounds interesting. I think I saw this one on Bleacher Report literally just now. Mikal Bridges, Tyler Johnson, and an unprotected first for Kevin Love. And then Sacramento would give up Bogdanovich, Kent Bazemore, and a first rounder for Kevin Love. All right. Wait, didn't they just trade Kent? Or is that, am I tripping? Or is that another team? No, I think Kent is with Sacramento. I think he was just involved in a trade too. But yeah, that would be cool. Bogdanovich, legend. Of course, Kent Bazemore. They gave that a B-. Now let's check out the Southwest Division. This is Dallas and them. Dallas would get him for Courtney Lee, Delon Wright, who got hurt, Jalen Brunson, and 1 first-round draft pick. They give that a B-. Houston would get him for PJ Tucker, Denwell House, Dan House, like Eric Gordon. Really? No. And 2 first-rounders. No, that ain't going to happen. Memphis would get him for Grayson Allen, Tyus Jones, Iggy, and a 2020 lottery-protected first-round draft pick and a second-rounder. That'd be a B-. And then New Orleans would get him for Derek Favors, Etwan Moore, an unprotected first-rounder. San Antonio would acquire him for Patty Mills, Damari Carroll, Trey Lyles, Lucas Samanic, and a 2020 first. And then what's this next one? Cleveland goes all in. Oh. What is this now? Let's say Kobe Altman knows what he's doing and decides not to blow up the team, instead opting to make a few big moves to add to the team. You mean to tell me abandon the tank? Really? No. We're not abandoning the tank. No. We're not abandoning the tank. Again? Really? No. Let's see what they have us. Let's see what they have in here. Okay, Cleveland gets DeMar DeRozan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Derek White, and Lucas Samanic. This is with the Spurs. For Brandon Knight, Matthew Dellavedova, Exum, Henson, Zizic, KPJ, and a lottery protected first-round draft pick. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen, my friend. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It'll be a lot of fun. Been going for over 40 minutes. I figure that is a pretty good amount of time there, being as we didn't really have any other games to talk about. Figured I'd talk a little bit about other stuff as well. But yeah, Spurs ain't doing that. Hell no. For real. I'm going to see if there's maybe like any other like things we could look at. By the way, this is the current mock draft right now. This was updated a couple days ago. They have us at number 4, drafting Obi Toppin from Dayton. The way I see it, if the Cavs have a top 5 pick, we're getting a really good player. Whether it's Anthony, James Wiseman, I don't know about LaMelo Ball. I don't think we're going to get LaMelo unless we get rid of Colin Sexton. Or maybe you turn LaMelo Ball into like a straight up shooter instead of a point guard. Maybe you turn him into like a shooting guard. But we'll see what happens. Because I think they're trying to turn him into a shooting guard. I think. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing with him. But yeah, you have LaMelo, Obi Toppin, Jaden McDaniels, Nico Mannion. You have a couple other guys out there. Cole Anthony. Haven't heard much of him. I think he's been hurt. Stanton signed to a reserve futures list. Oh, that's a different Stanton. Okay. Some other guy. Okay, I saw Stanton. I was like, what? They signed a fullback, Johnny Stanton, to a reserve futures contract. Whatever. But let me see if I can find anything else about Kevin Love. Let's see if we can find anything else about him. Kevin Love, 29 trade predictions. Let me see if we can find any other ones. See what else we find here. Trade rumors. Of course, he'd prefer a deal to the Blazers. I've actually heard a lot of people talking about if he goes to the Blazers, would we be able to get like CJ McCollum in return? I don't know if that would happen. I know we'd probably get a couple like good players in return for him. In fact, if I was the Cavs, I would probably ask for not a star, but like some good young players, maybe a draft pick, just to sweeten the deal. Of course, you have to make sure the money works too. But I haven't really. What's the NBC Sports? Let me see what this one is. NBA best, the 3 best destinations for Kevin Love. Let me see when this was posted. Oh, January 9th, earlier this month. Portland Trail Blazers, of course. Okay. Yeah. Nurkic is still out. Collins, season-ending shoulder surgery, of course. Melo, although he's played a movie, okay. Yeah, he's definitely not a long-term solution. Okay. Raptors, that'd be interesting. And then the Phoenix Suns. I think if Kevin Love goes anywhere, I think it would be to maybe like 2 places. Phoenix or Portland. Or whatever team really, really wants him. But yeah, that is going to wrap it up for this. Of course, if anything happens with the Cavs making trades or whatever, of course, I'll make a video on it. Even if the trade is low-key trash, I'll still make a video. I mean, I made a video for us trading Jordan freaking Clarkson, for Pete's sake. I mean, if the player's like an actual like Cavs roster player and not like a 2-way guy, I'll make a video on it, once I get the details and stuff. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Shout out to everyone who came in here and chatted with your boy for over 40 minutes. Of course, Super Bowl is this week. After that, a whole lot of nothing when it comes to football. But that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99, and I will see you tonight for Cavs Pelicans. Hope you guys tune in, and I'm out.